Hey guys, this is Michael Dunlop from Income Diary and RetireAt21.com. Today I want to talk to you about something really cool. It's how I made $5,000 in my very first month with a brand new blog, which was Income Diary. Now, the concept behind it is really simple and it's something you can all do. So, I started with an idea. People wanted to know how I was doing what I was doing with RetireAt21. They wanted to know how I got it up, how I was making money, how I was getting traffic and everything. So I listened to them, I provided the solution, and pretty much I monetized it, which is what I'm going to teach you here. First step is really taking action. You need to do something about it. You've got to get the site up. Everyone has these ideas, but they just don't act. So the first thing I did was once I got the blog up, I bought a Woo theme from woothemes.com and I uploaded it. I got a programmer, a designer, did a few minor changes, customized it, built it a little, do some work on the branding, and just I worked on a few other pages, which we'll talk about later in this. After that, I built momentum, which is hugely important because a lot of people don't build momentum. By the way, I should stop for a second and tell you this was all pretty much. I did everything I needed to do pretty much in 3 or 4 days, so don't think it was a huge planned launch. So when I built my momentum, I did this in just a few days. So I started my Twitter accounts. I was adding 1,000 people on each one every day. I had one for my own, for my name. I had one for RetireAt21. I had one for Income Diary. I was just blitzing it. I was adding as many people from the accounts that I knew that I wanted to follow. For example, people in my niche, such as Pro Blogger, John Chow, Shoe Money, anyone like that. I'd go to their followers. I'd follow them, and they followed me back wicked. If they didn't, I unfollowed them, and then I started following more people again. Regular tweeting when people came to my profile to see my site, see that had something coming, and they got excited. I tell them every day, can you know, I've just interviewed this person, just got this top list, watch out for it. So once I did that, obviously I had to get the content, and I was doing interviews and I was doing top lists. Now my huge suggestion with this one is you interview people who have a following, but they're at the same level as you. So for example, John Chow, I interviewed him. I wouldn't say he's like a huge celebrity, he's sort of on my level, who has a great following, and if I do an interview, he's likely to tweet about it. Actually, I remember at the time I also interviewed someone called Joel Com, and he's got a huge following, and he tweeted it out. That's the huge benefit of tweeting Facebook, because you can get to a huge audience really quickly. So after that, I did some top lists with taskus.com. Asked them to do a top list on top 30 bloggers, top 30 webmasters, top 30 anything, whatever came to my mind, they did for me. We got those up, and pretty much after that, I started building the course that people wanted to know when I had the idea. So I put it together. Here's what I did different to everyone else. A lot of people do, hey, check out my free report, check out my free ebook. Great ideas, but for what I was doing, I needed to make sure people took action. I didn't want to just get them on my list, I wanted them to take action. So what I did was I put it in a 7-day free course. I got myself Aweber, and I gave them an autoresponder, and so once they opted in, I would start sending them an email every day for a week. And so what I was doing, day 1, installing your blog, day 2, adding a theme, doing some changes, day 3, monetizing, or something like that. And every day they look forward to it. Even to today, I did this about a year ago, even today, I would be getting emails from people saying, hey Michael, is there any chance I can get day 2? They wanted it from me now. When you give out a free ebook, people didn't really care too much. They took action straight away, because I'd be like, look, get this done today, and then you'll be ready to do tomorrow's assignment tomorrow. So I think that's the whole reason it was so successful. After that, I obviously needed a comparison page, because when people opted in, I was paying maybe domain, hosting, and themes, but people did not want to take me, they didn't want to just, presume I was telling the truth, because quite often, marketers just promote something with an affiliate link. It just so happens every sort of company in my industry has an affiliate program, so it didn't matter. What I did was I compared them all. I told them which ones I recommend, but you can see the differences between them all, and so whichever way they went, they bought through me. Now, getting people on the list, is one of the most important things. And so what I did was I actually built a separate page. I made a page in WordPress and I called it Creating a Profitable Website or Profitable Blog. And so what I did was I got them to go to that page and opt in before they opted in. The opt-in box was right at the bottom. What I did was at the top, I told them about it. You're going to have to spend some money if you want to make some money. Not much money, about $100. You can buy your domain, it lasts a year, it's like $8. Your hosting, I'll give it to you for 1 cent for the first month. Here's a coupon code, and then get you a thing. Just like me, not doing anything I haven't done. So that I think that's pretty much one of the reasons it works so well is because I showed them exactly what I'm doing, not like just doing it for the sake of it. I was using a Woothing myself, and I made it look really good, and so that really appealed to the reader. So another huge benefit of having a squeeze page or a separate page on WordPress is people want to recommend your course. If it's good, they'll recommend it. But if you just have an opt-in box in the top right of your sidebar, which I also recommend, but if that's all you've got, people are just going to tweet and they're going to say, "Oh, check out Michael's free course." Cool. But they're not going to always give a link because there's no specific place to go. Having a specific URL for people to go to is extremely important. You can market that page now. You can buy advertising. You could tweet it. You can Facebook it. You can tell other people to tweet it. You can mention it in posts. Like top 30 bloggers. At the top, follow in their footsteps. Check out my free course. Hugely powerful doing that. And then, of course, once they've opted in, there's a thank you page saying, "Thank you for joining. Make sure you check your email. Oh, by the way, check these products out." Really beneficial. Then, of course, the no leakage rule. A lot of people have advertisers. They have a blog role. They have the top commenters in the sidebar. Don't recommend any of that. I have 2 sites, Retire21 and Income Diary. One has it, one doesn't. Income Diary outperforms hugely, and Retire21 has like 3 times the traffic. So I pretty much think that's a fair test, and the reason why is because they get distracted. They check out these other advertisers. Your competition they're going to. They will check out your blog role. Yet again, most likely your competition they're going, and then top commenters. Often your competition, so you don't really want to have all that stuff because they're going to get distracted, they're going to go in different directions. And for the money you get, it's not worth it. So I got rid of that. I made sure that they either went to my opt-in page, and if they didn't, then they left the site. That was all I wanted. Either you're going to make me money, get my list, you're going to do my course, I'm going to email you to come back to my site every so often. You either do that or you leave. There was huge benefit in them getting into my list, and because of that, I made money, and quite a bit of it for my first month. And actually, I have to admit, I wasn't the best blogger when I started this, and for me to be able to achieve all of this within just a few days of work, I think anyone out there could follow in my footsteps and do the exact same thing. And it must have cost me like a few $100 to put it all together, and the return was huge. So good luck, let me know how you do, and this is Michael Dunlop from Income Diary.